Now it's my pleasure to welcome Mayor Ed Lee.
Thank you very much. I'm actually here because I saw the food truck. We're out here in front of SPUR for a very good reason. I've been working with SPUR for many, many years, and we all have the same goal, which is how do we really excite the city in improving everything that we do, and the way the streets are, and the way landscape is, and how do we keep modernizing even in the most challenging economic times, and to extract from residents, from political leaders, from elected officials and appointed officials, the most imaginative things that we could do to improve quality of life in the city. That's what I love about San Francisco. It really tries to draw the talent when there seemingly is no resources available. And I want to thank SPUR for their leadership here. And I know in back of me here, we've got one of the most exciting things called a Parkmobile. And when I read that in my notes, I didn't know if it was a moving park, which it might be, or mobile, or something close to a food truck. I have no idea what it was. And now to see this concept that will move around, it's now 6, there'll be 6 of these that are part of some 36 ideas that this incredible Yerba Buena CBD board of directors, along with their staff. And I just met Kathy, who's the director here, and Regina, who's the chair of the board, working together with all the residents and businesses, with the Moscone Center and the Yerba Buena Center, all of the people working together to come up with these ideas, and they came up with a 10-year plan. Now, I'm familiar with some 10-year plans, and you know, we do 10-year plans because you can actually visualize things in your lifetime. Things that may not have the money now, but if you visualize them and you see where they might be, then actually money starts appearing. And you know, in a way, this is kind of what we've been doing with the Board of Supervisors, with supervisors like Jane Kim. We've been visualizing things that we could do together, and then they start happening. We start talking with each other in a really positive way, and I just want to thank Jane, too, for being such an incredible leader of this district, because with her leadership, it's been a lot about not only talking, but putting things into action. And I want to really thank her as being some of the young, new talent at the Board of Supervisors. That's incredible to work with. And it really has reflected in a lot of what I think the media calls civility, but I really call it getting a lot of things done. And it's really nice to have somebody on the ground whose heart is in the neighborhoods, who cares about it, but also then executes at the board with good decisions. So I want to thank her for helping me set a new tone at the Board of Supervisors and with the Mayor's office. But also then it means that when we have stable activity at the board and at City Hall, groups that come together that want to represent their communities, people like yourselves here, that have great ideas about how we can refresh the whole area around Yerba Buena Center. And it needs refreshing, and everything needs updating. And to come out with some 36 fantastic ideas that John has been reviewing with me and said, Mayor, don't be scared, don't be scared. These will be funded in time. But once we embrace those ideas, and it begins with not only these parkmobiles, but anchored with a redesign of the Moscone Center. I mean, that's a wonderful thing to really begin with. I'll say this, without making inappropriate promises, you come up with great ideas, you get the community involved, you get us involved in that visualization, the money will come. The resources will be there for it. Because great innovative ideas that bring people together are always going to find the resources that they deserve. And so with this neighborhood and with the people that are dedicated to do this, right down to CMG, the landscape company, and I know Kevin's here, and you've been working probably without a whole lot of pay, but a lot of heart in showing what can be done and helping us visualize it, along with our mayor's office. I know Lisa Pagan's here with Office of Economic Development, Workforce Development, along with MTA, along with the PUC, along with DPW, all of the family agencies that also get excited when the communities come together and work together. So it makes everything happen. And that's kind of what I enjoy being mayor now of this city, is looking at the innovation, seeing that people will not be let down, although I will thank President Obama for signing that today so that we have at least some economic stability. But I'll tell you, even if there was a crisis that was about to come out, people found a way to visualize what a better San Francisco can be, what a better Yerba Buena area can be by putting us all together and working together and visualizing this. So thank you very much, everyone, for collaborating with an exciting Yerba Buena board of directors for the CBD, for the wonderful staff, for working with our supervisor, for working with us at City Hall, not ever giving up, that we can always make improvements that invite more people to come here, that provide them with great ideas, and then to be able to implement those ideas. So I understand that I'm here tonight to do some physical planting in this Bucknerville. They want to resurrect some DPW instincts that I have found latent in 7 months of doing budgets and pension reform and all the other stuff. But I'm eager to do that and to work with everybody in this great neighborhood. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's my pleasure to welcome Supervisor Jane Kim.
Oh, this is the mic. Thank you. Well, first, I do want to thank the mayor for being here, being in District 6, in the heart of District 6 today. It's been a pleasure working with the mayor, and also, it's been such a pleasure to have him come to so many of our community events. He's really been present and has been hands-on and cares a lot about the issues that come to us in our office, and has always been willing to bring his departments together to address issues that I bring forward from District 6. So thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. Also want to take this time to really thank Yerba Buena CBD, to thank Kathy and of course Regina, our chair, and Lisa for the mayor's office, who's been working along with many, many partners. As you know, this is the heart of District 6, and it's really an honor to represent this district. It is dynamic, it is changing, and even though it's one of the older parts of San Francisco, it also feels like one of the newer parts of San Francisco. And one of the cool things about being the supervisor of this district is that we really get to be a model in terms of what smart growth neighborhoods look like. And a lot of the experimenting of city modeling is actually happening here. And Yerba Buena CBD has been a huge part of bringing this together. This is not just a place where people work, it's also a place where people live. And on top of that, it's often the first place that tourists come or visitors come when they visit San Francisco. And it's exciting to see the plan that's been put forward together to really showcase the best of what cities can model in our neighborhoods. I'm really excited to be a part of this, and just really want to thank all the residents, the businesses, and many of our community partners for making this a reality here today. Thank you.
Supervisor. It's now my pleasure to introduce the chair of the YBCBD board, Regina Flanagan.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I want to welcome again Mayor Lee and Supervisor Kim. We had to come up with quite a party to interrupt their schedule, so I'm quite pleased by that. I also think that we've enjoyed this particular dedication so much that we need to do it with the next ones. We have 6 planned, and I think that this should be a staple for us, which is a launch party as we finish them. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. There's never a better reason to bring a community together than a shared project and a shared goal. So it's been an honor and a privilege for me to be involved with the board for, this is my 3rd year now. And I'm here this evening in 2 capacities. One as the board chair, but the second is a resident of this neighborhood. And I think it's very important to be here to represent what the true tapestry of this neighborhood is. We are artists, we are technologists, we are entrepreneurs, and we are visionaries. And when we come together and we get some guidance, we come up with ideas like this, which is a brilliant combination of artistry and innovativeness. And it's one of the things that I think is really going to put the CBD on the map, and the idea that a community service can come together and do something different that reflects our personality. We make change and we make the environment wonderful. And that's a privilege offered to all of us as residents or businesses. So I welcome everybody here. It's very exciting for us. I want t-shirts and buttons, but I had to scale it down a little bit. But maybe when we do the next, I believe we have 6 of the parkmobiles coming with different themes. And I strongly encourage us all to think of a theme party for the next tour. Because this is what Yerba Buena is about. It's about having fun, planting, having some empanadas, and just enjoying our community. So thank you all very, very much for joining us.